My request was based on the proposed budget, though, because I could not understand how they were making this work in the proposed budget. My request started back in November, probably October, but early November. And when I wasn't getting the information to make that decision while I was, in the budget committee meeting, I had to start requesting right to knows. So it did fall beyond, and obviously, regardless, they were going with full-time kindergarten, no matter what, but.
Steve?
I guess my request is specifically to Kathy's issue. Is she being provided with the information that you legally need to provide when she requests something from Right to Know, or is it information that can't be assimilated because there's no answer yet to those issues? I want to make sure she's getting what she's supposed to and not burdening the school board or the administration with information that can't be provided.
Yeah, Steve, to your point, I can tell you, and I think Kathy would attest to this, the information's coming from me. So some of it we have, some of it we don't have, right? So some of it I'm recreating, and getting it to her in as timely a fashion as possible. Now, keep in mind, as I talk about repurposing money, April 15th is tomorrow. Deadline to notify staff that they were not renewed. Many of them know whether they were renewed or not. So some of this is very sensitive information for personnel. It means different things to different people, meaning some people may not be back next year. And then they start to connect the dots. Does that mean you got rid of me for this to happen? And that's not necessarily true, but we're making a lot of difficult decisions, and I think sometimes we're putting the cart in front of the horse a little bit to make that work. So we're looking at that bottom line and trying to make sure that we do the best job. And so getting the information to Kathy, and I do the same thing for Donna, I'm trying to do it for Arthur, and that's really the bulk of the Right to Know people, is to try to take what we have, and I created a whole bunch of documents for Donna that we didn't have. It was all my work on the weekend. I can tell you right now, my wife would attest to it. I spent Saturdays and Sundays creating documents for Donna. But she got all her information. I mean, I think it was helpful, and I'm trying to do the same for Arthur. The budget committee voted, there's a big, long list of things here. I said, that's thousands of pages, Arthur. I'll help you. Come on in. Whatever we have, you can have. But I mean, some of this, you're asking me to create documents that we don't have. So the answer to your question about are we giving them everything we have to legal? Absolutely. I'd say and then some. And then we were spending money on legal because some of them are legal questions. And so, then we started to get into not just the recount, but other Right to Know. So like you're looking for a line, we're looking for a line, upwards of about $10,000 that we don't have to pay for some of these requests. Because they have to go by our attorneys, because they're challenging positions on warrant articles, or they're challenging positions on different things. And so that's just, that's just the cost of doing business, I guess.